Hello and welcome to this Project in a Box video tour. I'm Malcolm West and this is the second video in the series of PRINCE2 in practice, and here we're going to be having a look at the PRINCE2 in practice option 3 that we started investigating on the earlier slideshow. So this is looking at Community Edition and Planner, the Community Edition running the PRINCE2 Resource Pack method. Okay, so here are my Community Edition and Planner installed on my desktop. I can open Community Edition simply by double clicking on it. Community Edition you can use forever, unlimited usage, free to install in many places as you want to, and it's a personal process and document management tool really. So we can open an existing project and it will come with a number of example projects. As discussed before, there are our end step methods. And we'll have a look at those in a quick minute. Agile, we've got, I'm running a full PRINCE2 method here, but that's not included in this package. So here we're looking at the PRINCE2 Resource Pack. So I can open my project there, and it opens with a navigable process diagram form. We've got some links to some useful additional supporting materials. But if we click on templates here, it opens for us the template library for this project. We can see here all the management products we would need at a project level. So top level here is the project level documentation. We see those alphabetically through the set of templates, and then we've got the templates for a stage of the project as well. And of course we can add multiple stages as we go through. And so we can come into here and find the content we need. In this case, the mandate. I can find that file and I can see here actually that rather than being the original template, I'm into a second version of this particular file on this project. If I want to view the current available version of the file, I simply click on it in the tree. It goes away and opens using the associated application, and here we can see that, and we've got some text in it, and we can see we're looking at which project name and the version of it is version 2. If I want to make some changes to the file, I can simply check it out. And this time I can update this with some further information like that, save it, close it, and keep on working on it if I want to. When I'm ready to, I can then check it back in, put a note perhaps about the changes I've made, and that's going to be versioned for us. Now the system keeps all of the earlier versions, so if I want to go back I can view the earlier copies, but I can't check them out and change them, only checking out and changing the current version. But I can come back a second and view the earlier ones if we want to. And these helpful pop-ups tell us what goes on with the various buttons here. So as I can see, as I'm working on my mandate, I'm collecting some information. I've got some other things here. Somebody sends me some files which I've got, so I can use the add file here to browse and find the files I'm interested in. So I come to here and find this particular thing somebody sent me, and I can rename it if I want to, give it a description, or just add it. And it brings a copy of that in and stores it with my documentation set for this project. All stored for you in Planner, so you can store whatever you want to here, any sort of files you're interested in adding. The add file also enables you to add templates from a standard library of templates. These are things that you might use more than once. So obviously when we go to our for example into the stage and look at work packages, we don't know how many work packages we're going to have in each stage. As the template there for the first one, but I can come and choose my work package and add work package 2, for example, 2, like that, and it'll go and add me work package 2 from the same template, and I can build those up as I'm going through. Same with all the other sorts of documentation I'm working on. So we can also in add file add shortcuts and hyperlinks to things external that are not held within the Project in a Box Community Edition system here. So really useful to build up that documentation. I'm working through that as I'm going. Like I say, if I want to add extra stages to my project, I can simply do that by coming to manage stages here and give my put my new stage in. We'll leave it called new stage, but I could rename that if I wanted to. And now I've got first stage and new stage, and it's dropped in another set of documentation for me. So it lays all that out really easily. It's very easy to follow through and see what you're supposed to be doing. Obviously, if you've got the PRINCE2 manual, this is giving you access to all this. Now, these are the official template pack from PRINCE2. I'm the author actually of those. I authored those for Cabinet Office as they were at the time. We then added some extra ones in here which we think will be really useful, which aren't in the official pack, but obviously we wrote those as well. So we've got health check templates, we've got the role definitions for all the various roles here, and a few others. Now, one of the other key files that are in here are, rather than the spreadsheet templates, which are the official risk and issue registers, etc., and there wasn't really a plan or schedule template, what we've put in instead is our own planner tools. So planner is the sort of associated application here, and if I open the risk register here, it will open as a planner file because it's planner. Planner is installed along with Community Edition. You get them as a pair, and planner will support your risk, issue and task management. Here planner is opening just as a risk register, and I can come and add risks to my register, filling them in the normal sort of way. You can change the pick lists, you can change how you're ranking your risks, inherent and residual, sorted out for you, responses, etc. So it's quite a sophisticated model for risk and issue management if you want to use it like that. Here in this method it's using separate risk and issue registers and a separate plan type file, but in other methods you can combine them together if you want to. So this is just running through the sort of PRINCE2 Resource Pack version. I say this is all completely free for you to use. If we go back and look at the existing projects here, and I'm going to pick a slightly different sort of example here. This is our 4-step end-step method. Now, as I mentioned, there are a range of these different methods that we've generated for lighter, less complex projects than the full PRINCE2 method is normally applied to. You can use as many of these as you want to, and they're sort of pre-scaled for you, if you like. They use PRINCE2 templates and PRINCE2 language, but they're not really, PRINCE2. But many people find them very useful for their small projects because they have that connection by using PRINCE2 documents. So here we've got in our concept stage a project mandate and a benefit management document template. We come through to start, we've got a sort of simplified start process where we're working through from a mandate to a PID with some roles and appointments, etc. as well. We'll come through to deliver, and what you see here, the documents are changing as we're working through the process. It's giving us that spoon feed of what's appropriate at each stage in that process. Again, you can have repeatable work packages, as they're called here, within the project. Separate video taking you to all the details about the end step process, and that we're going to put in a link down here for you to click on if you want to. If not, of course, you can proceed on to see more information on this tour. Now, here we're using Planner as a combined source of all 3 different types of information. So here, if I were to check out this Planner file, see it opens in Planner again, and what we've got is something that supports, say, plans, risks and issues all in the same file. Here you can see our sort of simple template plan, but very much like a simplified version of Microsoft Project, we can add on extra things as we're going through to develop that plan, summary groups, percentage complete, dependencies, milestones, etc. Also a cost model built into here, and plenty of further videos about how to use Planner as well. But this is the idea of Community Edition and Planner, free tool. You can use it to manage all of your projects like this as an individual. This isn't for sharing with your colleagues. You can share the documents with your colleagues, but you have to take it to them and email it to them, etc. This is for you to do your project management on, and obviously used by many people. Many training companies recommend this to their delegates, and many people use this to support their training and also to implement new projects as they get back to their workspace. So that's a quick introduction to the sort of free model. I hope you found that interesting. If you've just joined us here, there is a sort of overview set of slides which takes you through the various different models of working with PRINCE2 and Project in a Box. Or if you've looked at this free one and you're interested in looking at the commercial options, then the next 2 videos will help you through that process as well. Thank you very much.